Hey, what's going on, everyone? What's going on? Welcome to ADSR. How's it going, Loco Dice? Thanks for tuning in from Argentina. How's it down south? Maria Demaro, thanks for tuning in. Shouts out to everyone in the live chat. Just going to give everyone a couple minutes before we start so we can get some people in the live chat. Today we're going to be walking through a couple of items in the ADSR shop. The first one is GForce's virtual string machine, which just became available on the ADSR shop. And then we're going to use a couple sample packs from ADSR. Well, the pack's from Black Octopus, but it's available on their shop. It's called the Mystical Indian Percussion Pack. And then I'm going to be using some trap and rap vocals from the Modern Trap Vocals and Rap Acapellas Volume 2 from Komorebi Audio. Before I start, how do I sound on the mic? Can everyone hear me clearly? Shouts out to Troy Robinson. Big up, man. Bryant Wally, good morning. How are you doing? Gonna give a couple minutes for people to arrive in the chat before we get started. Let me know where you guys are tuned in from. I'm out here in Toronto, Canada. It's a nice sunny day today. I'm hoping to get out there, get some fresh air, go for a little bike ride after the stream. Shouts out to everyone in the ADSR family. We will be doing one giveaway today. So one lucky person will be receiving GForce Software and one of the sample packs. I'll let the team at ADSR specify which sample pack we'll be giving away, but it will be a combo of the instrument, virtual string machine, and one sample pack. So make sure you stay tuned for more information on how you could win the prize. What kind of music are you guys feeling today? Jonathan from Argentina, what's up? Lots of people from Argentina today. That's cool. Bart from Scotland, what's up? How's it going in Scotland? Hope the weather's all right out there. I'm sure it's nice and hot down in Argentina. Choppy my mic is choppy. Is this still choppy, guys? Let me know if it's still choppy. If it is, I may have to restart my streaming software. Sometimes this does happen. It's mad choppy. All right, guys, so just give me 5 seconds. I'm going to reboot my stream software. So don't mind me. I'll be back momentarily. All right, guys, I'm back. Let me know how I sound. Am I better now? Is it still choppy or can you hear me clearly now? Let me know. Let me know. Sound quality is important because we are doing music and you got to have good sound quality. I got to figure this out. I'm not sure why sometimes it starts choppy, but every time I restart OBS, it's fine. Great. Good to know. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks, Barbie Cutie. Thanks, Bryant. Thanks, Cancelier. All right, so we're going to get started. I'm going to talk about the instruments that we're going to be using today first. So once again, GForce Virtual String Machine available on the ADSR shop. This is based on, if you're familiar with vintage analog equipment, there are keyboards early, I think around the 60s or 70s, that they created to kind of emulate an orchestra or a group of strings. So just like how we have digital pianos or synthesizers that try to emulate pianos in the early days, they had some instruments that tried to emulate string sounds. And these sounds were iconic during the 60s and 70s, especially with like disco music and funk music. You would hear it. You'd also hear it in like film scoring and things like that. So I think Giorgio Moroder might have used one of these sounds in his music. I don't quote me on that, but just based on the sound, it has this vintage analog sound. Now, it doesn't sound like authentic strings, like a real live string. It sounds more like a synthesized string for that more kind of retro kind of sound. So, what Virtual String Machine attempts to do is to collect uh, a bunch of all these sounds. So there were a range of different instruments that tried to emulate the sound, and Virtual String Machine has brought all this into the digital domain, bringing back some of these vintage string machines for us to use. So there's actually tons of samples and packs built in that comes with the instrument. So there's lots of different choices. So this is how the instrument looked like. The authentic one had some nice wood casing on it. So it's 46 different string machines and one intuitive instrument. However, I think it is more because there's expansion packs, and if I'm correct, the expansion packs come with the instrument. And then you can make your own hybrid sounds combining different samples that it provides. So yeah, this is the string machine. It's pretty cool. You can get some like retro vintage sounds from it. And we'll try using this in a more contemporary context today. I'm going to be creating some drill / trap music with some dubstep and Indian influences. So yeah, this is the instrument. And then I'm going to be using this mystical Indian percussion pack by KV. Sorry if I pronounced her name incorrectly, Balakrishnan. It's a pretty cool percussive pack with a range of East Indian influences, some really cool sounds. So if you like the tabla and those kind of sounds, it's available in this pack. And then I'm gonna be using some acapellas from this pack, the Modern Trap Vocals and Rap Acapellas Volume 2, to add a little spice over our beat. So yeah, let's make some music, baby, as the Canceller is saying. So I'm gonna just flip back into Ableton. I guess what I'll start with is I pulled a loop. I have a musical loop here just to add some vibes. I always find it's easy to have a musical loop to kind of give us some direction on our session. We may or may not end up keeping it, but it just provides some direction on where to go as you start writing. So I have this little guitar loop here. Let me know if you can hear the music all right on top of my microphone. And then I selected some of those Eastern percussive loops from the Indian pack here. So there's a tabla loop here. I'll go through a couple of them here so you can hear it in context. So this is a nice tambourine loop. Great, thanks for the feedback, Bryant. That's a nice little loop. Ooh, this one's nice. I'm a big fan of shuffles, that fast percussion. Does anyone know the track Gossip Folks by Missy Elliott and Ludacris, produced by Timbaland? I think they used a loop like this. So funky. Third one. Yeah, there's some good choices here. I am gravitating to these funky ones here. This one's good too. Yeah, they're even better once you put a beat over it. So let me show you guys. Try. So I have kind of a reggaeton kind of beat here, and then we can switch it up. Let's see. What happens if I love fusing different styles. That's my favorite thing to do. Makes me want to dance already. Let's add some hi-hats in there. That's a cool rhythm. I'm going to keep making rhythms. That's one of my favorite things to do with the arrangement or the session view in Ableton. You can just keep throwing down ideas and boom, 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 and go, go, go. All right. That's a lot of people I know haven't really visited this session view, and I encourage you guys to, because you can just sketch ideas, boom, sketch an idea, sketch another idea, boom, 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 until you find a groove that you want to commit to. That's what I like about this session view. So now I can try another one. So this one, let's try a slower one. Boom, boom, ka, boom. Okay. Yeah, session view is so powerful. Of course, with trap, there's these fast hi-hats like that. We'll just do a quick pattern today. I'll change it up as we go, but just want to get something down. If I can add another hi-hat. So with trap, you should use like 2 or 3 hi-hats to create more rhythm. Just providing a couple different hi-hats, it just creates differentiation and groove. Actually, I think there was some hi-hats I liked from the ADSR trap pack, if I can find that. I think it's down here. Yep. Actually, we'll just go with that for now. Maybe I'll stretch this over. Make this a bit different here. All right. Thanks, Counselor there. right. Yeah, I want to throw in, so let's pop in vintage string machine. So we are in the key. What key are we on? We're on D, probably D minor. Okay. So I found this preset that I liked. However, I'll scroll through so you can check out the other sounds on it. And I'll show you how you customize virtual string machine. So it contains 2 layers, A and B. And on the bottom left here is the preset browser. So you can click here, and as you can see, hundreds, if not thousands, of different presets that are available. And these are recordings, so it contains samples of vintage synthesizers. Sometimes it takes a minute to load because they're big files. Now the thing with this is it does require adding some effects to make it sound a little more wet and processed. Otherwise it will sound a bit dry. So let's add a bit of reverb and maybe some delay over it. Yeah, it's a nice synth. It's a pretty sounding synth. I wonder if we can even put some RC over it. It's such a guilty pleasure. I'll just turn off the vinyl noise for now. Let's check out what else we got here. So, there's so many. Someone mentioned Solina. Sure, we can try that. Do you guys want cello? Yeah, let's try cello. Cello, wide or epic? Yeah. Yeah, very lush sounding. And you can play with the controller. You can modulate it. So some pretty standard parameters. We can filter it. So now the thing is, since there is 2 layers, you can adjust the parameters for each layer individually. So notice when I adjust the cutoff, it only filters layer A, which is pan to the left. You can also center it if you like, so then you can center both sounds. And then you can have 2 different layers, right? So maybe instead of Solina on B, let's choose, what do we have? I've seen some pretty cool, yeah, like OB8 or OB12. Let's combine 2 different patches. Yeah, that sounds fresher now. And just make sure they're centered with this pan knob here, because by default A is pan to the left and B is pan to the right, and you just want them both in the center if you're using 2 completely different patches. Of course, and then if you want to modulate both layers simultaneously, just click on the link button. Now every parameter will modulate A and B. Yes, it says, I'm not so familiar with Mellotron. Do you guys want to try that? What? I know it's a famous name, Mellotron. Here. So, Mellotron expansion. Okay, let's see what that's like. Oh, nice. That's very... Very nice and warm. I like that. Especially when you bring the cutoff down. Right. You can do some interesting stuff with the filter envelope. So maybe we can, let's just try what happens if we so you can create stabs that way, right? Let's just put in some notes so you can hear it in action. So I'm just going to play a chord on D minor. So this is a cool instrument even for like house and techno because you can make these stabs, right? Who's into deep house? So there's a phaser effects section, so we can turn on the phaser with the dry wet knob here. You can modulate the parameters of the phaser to affect how intense the phaser is and the LFO speed, right, and the center frequency. So pretty common stuff. Ensemble just widens the instrument, so it's just like unison mode. So if you want it to sound thicker, then choose more than 2 voices, like 8 voices, and then detune it, right? And then make sure you increase the mix, dry wet mix. Big up, Big Rob. Yes, deep for life. Yeah, it's great for liquid. You can make some lush sounds. The key is knowing what chords to write, right? Yeah, so this instrument is pretty straightforward. That's pretty much it. You have a couple parameters here, and you can select the sounds to kind of customize your string sound. And what I did here was I adjusted it. So it's not limited to string sounds. Essentially, it's an analog synthesizer. And what I've done with it is I've created a kind of deep house chord with it by adjusting the filter envelopes and the cutoff frequency. So some fun stuff you can do with just some basic controls, right? And we'll come back to this. I'm going to build on our trap, dubstep, Indian fusion. So I'm going to use a longer string sound. And let's customize this sound. Let's go back to maybe the OB12. And perhaps we'll add maybe Solina. I liked how fresh this sounded. There was a cello that I liked. There's a couple Solinas here, so I may be getting lost here. There's one up here and Solina extras. I guess we'll just try this one here. I want something a little more realistic sounding, so I kind of like how we had this one without the filter, so I'll duplicate it. And yes, so if you're interested in grabbing Virtual String Machine, there's a big discount on the ADSR shop right now. You can get it for $86 off. So check the link in the live chat if you're interested. Just a reminder, we will be doing one giveaway shortly. So I'm just going to take the filter off. Go back to, where's the, so there was the Solina violin that I liked. It wasn't here, but let's see if we can find it. There's so many presets in this thing, you can get lost. Takes a moment to load. Or was it here? Oh, right, yes. Something slightly more organic, so I'm gonna see what else we got here. Shouts out to the people at GForce for creating this instrument. Bliss pad. Let's see what this is. That almost reminds me of the X-Files melody. Do 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 do. Let's try this. Let's add a lower registry, maybe a low note. Some good old RC. Let's see what happens when we add some. Give it that extra vintage feel. I want to add some bass sounds to this. That's a cool melody. Let's capture that. So, love this capture functionality on the top transport bar here. Anything that you play on your keyboard, if you weren't recording, you can still capture it. That always happens when you're jamming and you come up with this melody and you're like, damn, I wish I recorded that. And then you forget the melody. Well, this capture button is great for that because it remembers the last phrase or sequence that you played. Shouts out to ATD Films. What's up? And yes, the question is, should we give both packs away? Let me know in the chat. So I want to do a triplet here. Let's do something funky here. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Or maybe we just like that. So we got some kind of UK influence now. So we got some vocals here. Let me just, these are all dry, so I have to add some
flashback
processing on it. make it sound a bit sweeter.
Flashback, thought you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of Dolo when the new mads to the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act like heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere feeling alright. Turn the game on the head, it's all mad act. I'm like, flashback, thought you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of Dolo when the new mads to the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came.
We'll go for a bit longer. We started around 35 minutes ago. And why don't we do the giveaway right now? So today, to win the vintage string machines and a pack or packs, I'm going to ask you to enter in the live chat. Since it's April showers bring May flowers. If you can post the umbrella emoji, then someone in the ADSR team is going to randomly select the winner. So umbrella emojis, please.
Flashback, thought you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of Dolo when.
And yeah, I like to use Nectar on vocals. It's a quick fix to get something to sound nice over some music. So we can choose one of the rap presets, perhaps.
Flashback, thought you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of Dolo when the new mads to the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act
add some
like
reverb.
heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere feeling alright. Turn the game on the head, it's all mad act. I'm like, flashback, thought you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of Dolo when the new mads to the boys were on him and he crashed that. We ain't like them. We ain't like them, never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib where the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends. We ain't like them, never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib where the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends. We ain't like them, never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib where the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends. We ain't like them, never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib where the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends. We ain't like them, never keep it real in the ends.
I think we need a bit of echo or delay on the vocal just to make it sound a little more processed, a little more wet.
We ain't like them, never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib where the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend.
That's better.
We ain't like them, never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib where the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends. We ain't like them, never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib where the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to.
Let's put in a sequence of the vocals here.
We ain't like them, never.
So this is when I get into the arrangement phase. Now that we have a bunch of segments, then we can build a song out, right? Oh, I lost all my sequences. So copy this over. Thanks for all the umbrella emojis. Let's make it rain. So this part, maybe I'll switch between that reggaeton beat over here. I like saying the word reggaeton. Oh, not this one. This one here. Maybe without the snare first. So we'll add a section here without the bass. And introduce the strings halfway into the intro. the vocals in. Yes, let's make it rain. It is April, and in Canada, it tends to rain a lot around this season.
I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I got weed, I just flashback before you got mad.
Yeah, I like this one for the verse, so maybe we'll put this one.
Flashback before you got mad, then he didn't crack that.
Yeah, that's a good intro verse, so I'll put it here.
Flashback before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of Dolo when the new mass to the boys were on him and he crashed that. To the
And then maybe this one
we ain't like them.
after, and then we get into the hook. Oh, this is only 8 bars, unfortunately. Maybe we repeat it, or let's see if there's another one.
Summer 20, galley on me, match. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guy. Flashback before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. Life so deep, this they don't teach. Heart got heavy one eve, reality caught up with me. Yeah, I fell off, it was like I was driving on E.
Oh, that's a good one. I just love the rhythms. Half the time, I'm not even listening to the words. It's the more the musical element, the rhythms.
Life so deep, this they don't teach. Heart got heavy one eve, reality caught up with me. Yeah, I fell off, it was like I was driving on E.
Let's see what can go after that one.
Smoke up, flashback. Summer 20, galley on me. Mad shots, parties all. We ain't like them, never keep it real in the flashback.
Think
We ain't like them, never keep it. Summer 20.
this one, I guess. Let's see if that works. And then I like these first two for the hook.
Summer 20, galley on me, crack that. In and out of Dolo when the new mass to the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act like heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere feeling alright. Turn the game on the head, it's all mad at. I'm like, life so deep, this they don't teach. Heart got heavy one eve, reality caught up with me. Yeah, I fell off, it was like I was driving on E. Summer 20, galley on me, mad shots, parties all week. Sweet one pushing on me, slave to the scene. How did it get so peak? I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. I'ma have to let it blow. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. I'ma have to let it blow. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip.
That sounds pretty cool. I think we should go back to a verse after that.
I'ma have to let it blow. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have.
So after that, we go back to some hip hop. So between the fast reggaeton or reggaeton rhythm, back to trap.
Life so deep.
So what other verses do we have? So we've used this one, which is the flashback going into Life So Deep. Flashback going to Life So Deep, so maybe Keep It Real.
We ain't like them, never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib where the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them.
Yeah, that's a good one. So go back here.
Summer 20, galley on me. Mad shots, parties all week. Summer 20, galley on me. Mad shots, parties all week. Sweet one pushing on me, slave to the scene. How did it get so peak? I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to.
Verse needs to be a bit longer, so I'm running out of clips here.
Me and that.
I'll just use this one again.
Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends. Summer 20, galley on me.
Okay, that doesn't really work as a combo. Let's see.
Flashback, before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of Dolo when the new mass to the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act like.
You know what, I'm gonna group the drums together so it sounds thicker.
I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust.
I like to do that. So if you were watching the video from last week, there was a giveaway for this instrument, Trap Drive. Nice distortion plugin. Amp up your drums or bass with it.
I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. I'ma have to let it blow. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told. Yeah, a nigga.
Oh, that snare's a bit loud, but it sounds fire.
I got weed.
Let's bring it down.
I got weed, I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses.
Yeah, I like that. And then do a snare roll at the end.
I'ma have to let it, I'ma have to let it blow. I'ma have to let it blow.
I like the triplets more. One of the secrets for trap music is using the triplets.
I'ma have to let it blow. Flashback, before you got mad, then I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. I'ma have to let it blow. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. I'ma have to let it blow. Flashback, before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when the new mass. To the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act like. Heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere, feeling alright. To the game when the head is so mad at. I'm like, being like them. Never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib or the end.
Yeah, that snare sounds bomb.
Sweet one pushing.
We could switch it up where you add the clap and switch between the snare.
Flashback, we.
So it was the first snare.
I got weed. Flash.
Just so crunchy, right?
Flashback, before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when the new mass. To the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act like. Heads off, yeah.
You could also do one of these things, do a shuffle. So
Flashback, before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when the new mass. To the boys. Flashback, before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when the new mass. To the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act like. Heads off, yeah, all of that.
let's bring those tabla percussions up. Maybe need to take out some of the bottom end of it so it doesn't conflict with the bass. EQ it a bit.
Flashback, before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when the new mass. To the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act like. Heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere, feeling alright. To the game when the head is so mad at. I'm like, being like them. Never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib or the ends. Me and that kid. Being like them. Never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib or the ends. Me and that kid. We don't even need to pretend. Me and them.
So I'll switch between that clap sequence and the snare sequence here.
Flashback, before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when the new mass. To the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act like. Heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere, feeling alright. To the game when the head is so mad at. I'm like, being like them. Never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib or the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends. Summer 20, galley on me. Mad shots, parties all week. Sweet one pushing on me. Slave to the scene. How did it get so peak? I'ma bust it, I'ma hit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. I'ma have to let it blow. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. I'ma have to let it blow. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. I'ma have to let it blow. Flashback, before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when the new mass. To the.
Alright, this song is making me want to dance. I just love that bouncy beat. And shouts out to everyone in the chat that's loving it. Yeah, especially with the triplets. Love triplets. Where are those vocals from? Those vocals are from a sample pack It's called Modern Trap Vocals and Rap Acapellas, and you can find it on the ADSR shop. It is on sale right now for $15.75. Regular price is $22.50.
I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it. I'ma hit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed. I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. I'ma have to let it blow. Flashback. Before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when the new mass. To the boys were on him and he crashed that.
Right.
So they came
Glad
back,
you
man,
like
I
it.
don't act like heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere feeling alright. Turn the game on the head, it's all mad at. I'm like, being like them. Never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib or the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends. Summer 20, galley on me. Mad shots, parties all week. Sweet one pushing on me. Slave to the scene. How did it get so peak? I'ma bust it, I'ma hit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit. I'ma eat. I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. I'ma have to let it blow.
Those vocals are just sick. Wow. Sometimes the vocals make it because it just ties the beat together with a sick rhythm. Shouts out, thanks to all the flame emojis. Glad you guys are feeling the beat. Pretty much was freestyle today, and you know, it's fun. You never know what happens when you freestyle, and you just go with the flow and just vibe with the session, and then you end up with a cool beat. So it's always nice when that happens, and glad you guys like it. Yeah. Let's see. What else can we do to this beat? We got a couple more minutes left.
I'ma bust it, I'ma hit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. I'ma have to let it blow. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit. I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed,
Fireball says he's dancing in his room and his wife is laughing. That's funny.
I got weed, I just told. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. I'ma have to let it blow. Flashback, before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when the new mass. To the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act like heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere feeling alright. Turn the game on the head, it's all mad at. I'm like, being like them. Never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib or the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even.
I'm just a big fan of this bass line. So I'll show you guys how I made this bass line. It's inspired by dubstep duo called Khan and Neek, and as well as Komodo. Anyone familiar with UK dubstep? Well, this bass sound is influenced by, inspiration comes from Khan and Neek. So it's basically a square wave with some filtering layered with a grand piano that's playing backwards. So before, that's the piano sample, and then you just reverse it, layer it with a bass, and then you got that Khan and Neek kind of bass sound. We could add a bit of, I actually didn't do any processing to it, but you could EQ it, maybe add some multiband distortion. Right. Let's see what happens if we can make this a bit grimier. It sounds pretty good already, but it's always nice to kind of add some flavor to it. So quick fix, I like Devaster. Nice way to add some multiband distortion. And then what I would do is I would pull in a high-low split. High-low split meaning splitting my signal between the high and low frequencies. So I have an audio effect rack that does this. And then with the high signal, I'll just mute the low signal. Now I can either add some reverb or some delay to it without muddying up the signal, right? So let's try some reverb first. Yep. Yeah, reverse piano. And add some reverbs for some taste. So I'm only reverbing the high signal of this bass by using this high-low split here, because I have the bass on its own band, right? I think we need some delay here as well. So let's pull in some delay. Yeah. Add that bass back. Then hear it with the beat. I'll just mute the vocals for now. Yeah, it just adds a bit more spice to that bass patch if you can add some more processing over it, right? Yeah, this is common bass sound used in deep dubstep, and shouts out to Khan, Neek, and Gantz and Komodo for the inspiration on this bass sound.
I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told, yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let it go, I'ma have to let it blow. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told, yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let it go, I'ma have to let it blow. Flashback, before you got mad, then he didn't crack.
So we just got a couple more minutes left on the stream. I'm going to open up to the live chat to some Q&A. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask.
Flashback, before you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when the new mass. To the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act like. Heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere, feeling alright. Turn the game on the head, it's all mad at. I'm like, being like them, never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib where the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends. Summer 20, galley on me. Mad shots, parties all week. Sweet one pushing on me. Slave to the scene, how did it get so peak? I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I got weed, I just told, yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let it go, I'ma have to let it blow. I'ma bust it, I'ma.
Shouts out Norris. Yes, save the tutorial, watch it back again. Thanks, Lewis. Thanks. Glad you liked the beat. Big Rob, glad you like it. Gert, I won't say your full name for to keep it a family show, but shouts out. Thanks. Glad I nailed it. Thanks, ATD Films. Thanks, Huge. Thanks, Norris. Thanks, everyone. So, any questions or comments? Shouts out to Ellis. Nice to see you here. Ooh, and shouts out to Big Rob, who just won the draw. So he's taking home the virtual string machine, plus the mystical Indian percussion pack, as well as the modern trap acapellas pack. So huge prize there. So every week we're doing streams. I think there's 2 streams a week. Tatro, who's another talented producer and YouTuber, he does it once a week, and I'm here as well. So, and we're giving away prizes every week. So I would recommend you guys tell your friends, come back every week, because we are giving away prizes, and the likelihood of winning right now is not that bad. So there's a chance to win every week. So I encourage you guys to come back every week, watch my show, watch Tatro's show, invite your producer friends to watch, and yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button on the ADSR channel so you can stay updated on future live streams. Midnight Remix, Lewis Balf. Maybe, are you talking about the future cut track? Big up Troy Robinson. Could you do the reverse piano thing in Vital or Massive, please? I can look into that. Yeah, I think we can do it in Vital. I'm not sure if you can play a sample in massive, so I'll have to look into that. Shouts out to Janos. Big up Grant McKeon.
I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I'ma bust it, I'ma hit, I'ma have to bust the clip. I go weed, I just
Well, Big Rob, I'm glad you won this time. So it's always nice to feel like you won something. So, and we want to keep that up. So make sure, once again, tune in every week to my show and Tetro's show. And yeah. And once again, let me just go back to the string instrument so we can close off. So today I walked you through GForce's vintage string machine. Pretty cool instrument that gives you access to a lot of the vintage string sounds that were available in the early days of synthesis. So you can access a lot of these classic sounds and bring it back. Let me just there's a lot of classic sounds here. There's thousands of presets and pretty easy synth to use. So if you're interested, again, it is for sale on the ADSR online shop, and you can get it now for, I think, $86 off. So make sure to make use of this deal if you're interested. As well, remember the packs I used today, Mystical Indian Percussion, on sale once again for $27.97, and Modern Trap Vocals available for $15. So yeah, other than that, I'm glad you guys enjoyed today's show. I kind of didn't know how this beat would end up. I just brought in a bunch of sounds last night, selected a couple sounds I liked, and had a few ideas on where to go, but really I just went with the flow and vibed with the beat, and glad it turned out all right. So yeah, just want to thank you again for watching my stream. My name is STRANJAH. I actually didn't introduce myself in the beginning, but yeah, if you're new to my name, I do drum and bass and UK bass music tutorials. I have my own channel, so look me up on YouTube, STRANJAH. I'm also on all your favorite platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, SoundCloud, Spotify. Look me up. I'm easy to find, and I'm putting up videos on my channel once a week as well, so check me out there if you're interested in sound design and progressing your music production. And as I mentioned, I'm here every week on ADSR doing a live stream, and I'll be back next week as well. So always interested to hear your feedback. Let me know what you'd like to see in future shows. Other than that, I think that's it for today's show. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on the ADSR channel. Hit the bell notification so you can stay updated on future videos. And if you enjoyed what I did, if you want to see me doing this more, make sure you hit the like button so we know that we should make more content like this. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great week and a great weekend. And I hope you guys get some time to get in the studio, make some music. Also, get out there, enjoy some fresh air, get some exercise. It's now nice out here in Toronto. Hopefully, it's nice where you guys are at. Springtime is here, so good times are coming. So, thanks again. Once again, my name is STRANJAH on the ADSR channel, and I'll see you next week. Peace.